Hey everybody, it's Bond of Games, and welcome to my Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD. Yep, we are on the final remade version of all the Kingdom Hearts games. This came out on Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, and this is the point when everything, if you didn't find it complicated already, just started bouncing off the frickin' wall. Alright, so this is the last game in the Kingdom Hearts series before Kingdom Hearts 3, if you don't count Kingdom Hearts 0.2, because I think of that more of like a tech demo kind of thing. It's not a full game, that's the emphasis here. It's not a full game. You can knock that out in less than a couple hours. This, however, has over 5 hours of just cutscenes alone. So, yeah, we're gonna go through this game. However, as standard with all my Kingdom Hearts Let's Plays, I will always play every Kingdom Hearts game on the hardest difficulty that is available to me. So, having said that, normally only Proud Mode is unlocked on this game, as well as 0.2. Once you've beaten it on Proud Mode, then you can finally play Critical Mode. So, this is going to be my first time playing through Dream Drop Distance on Critical Mode. However, I will be doing a little bit of a New Game Plus kind of deal, where I'll get into it later, but basically there are spirits in this game that are your allies, and you can carry over your spirits from a previous save file. I'm going to be carrying my spirits over from my Proud Mode save file that I played through specifically to unlock Critical Mode in this game. And I'm going to do a little quick snip right here, because I didn't want to spoil anything about like a certain world that might be in the game, what level I was at towards the end of the game. Even though it's not accurate, I did a little level grinding on that just for the sake of getting all these spirits for you guys. So yeah, long story short, on the YouTube community tab on my channel and over on Twitter, I asked you guys to nickname or leave suggestions for nicknames of a bunch of the spirits that you guys had no idea what I had or what I was gonna get. But I went out of my way to get 20 spirits total for a good chunk of the comments that were left on that community tab and over on Twitter. If I missed you, I apologize. I'll try to get to you at some point during this LP. But like I said, this is going to be my first time playing on Critical Mode. I am definitely going to be having to utilize spirits a lot more than I used to because the game is just straight up harder. And yeah, everything else, I'll let the game take it away. Intro cutscenes. Cut out my giant long intro and just go ahead.
Hey! Is this how you wanted it? Xehanort! You want to fill me in?
I am.
Hey! Do you remember now, or... Wait. Did you never lose your memory?
That's not my name. I'm not Xehanort.
What?
My name is Ansem.
But how far could a raft take us?
Who knows? If we have to, we'll think of something else.
Riku, a storm's coming.
I know. The waves are getting steep. Furl the sail.
Right. Riku!
I'm fine. What's that?
Oh, he was right. Those wretched guppies are here. Well, it's about time we settled the score.
Ursula! But how? Is this the test?
Come on!
Huh?
You can work it out later!
All right!
Sorry, dearies, but I won't fall for that trick.
I'm not sure exactly what trick you think we're pulling that you're not gonna fall for, but yeah, we're gonna skip the basic tutorial for combat.
You dare toy with me, you insignificant fool!
So unlike every other game in the Kingdom Hearts series, they're just throwing us directly into a boss battle at the start. So that's actually something kind of cool, how the tutorial, they basically threw you all the rules right from the get-go, and you also get the choice to just skip them. Imagine if we could skip the tutorial for Kingdom Hearts 1 and we could just say like, hey, let's go fight Bill Nye real quick. Like, how much smoother and simpler the game could possibly be. But anyway, for the beginning of this game, you're started off with a good chunk, and there's a good chunk for you to get really quickly, and a humongous chunk to get later on in the game. So already we have access to commands like for Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Birth by Sleep, that kind of style is back. However, we haven't had this for the real Sora in a while. Recoded was Data Sora, so he kind of just adapted to the way he was programmed, if you want to look at it that way. But as far as Sora himself has not had a command deck kind of system at all for any of the games. So it's kind of weird to have him like that for the first time. But by the way, we are going to be playing as both Riku and Sora throughout the game, and each one has certain abilities that the other one can't use. There's a lot that both of them can share, but we'll get into all those when we get into those. Both of them have a basic dodge roll kind of ability, which you've already got from the beginning of the game. So just like the previous one, just press square to roll. You can also just press square while you're standing still to guard. And what I've been doing, you may have been able to notice, I've been shuffling through my command deck. You use triangle to attack, kind of like Birth by Sleep. Well, exactly like Birth by Sleep. But what I like to do is, since you can't really combo too well like you could in like Recoded, and I can't believe I'm praising Recoded over Dream Drop Distance for something. But, for example, I cannot do a full combo. Oh my god, if she would just come down for a moment to let me hit her. Come on, critical mode. But right there, I was spamming triangle the whole way. I could not attack. So in other games where you could do a whole combo and then use a command to start another combo, basically, yeah, you really can't do that this time. So what I like to do a lot, just because it's a little quicker, you might get a little more out of it, I like to do my standard combo, but instead of using my finisher, I'll actually use a command instead. So that way, the attack comes out a little bit faster than a finisher and does just as much, if not even more damage than a regular finisher would. So you'll rarely see me doing finishers unless I have no commands available. And by the way, this potion in my command deck thing, yeah, don't get used to that. If you guys are familiar with my other Let's Plays, you've been around for a while, you know, I don't do items. Especially in this game. In this game, when you're limited to what kind of commands that you can possibly use, yeah, I'm just going to be relying on a lot of spells, maybe some physical attacks, but we'll get into all that as we unlock more stuff and as the game gets going. But for now, Market Mastery Test, yay!
this world has been connected.
As a Keyblade Master, Xehanort had a gift like few others. But such great minds are often plagued by a single great question. What is the essence of the human heart that weakens us or empowers us? The answer, he believed, would be found in the Keyblade War. What if the challenges of our past were in fact a map to the light and darkness that battles within us all? Xehanort had to know, so he renounced his duties as master and chose the Seeker's life. Since then, in many a guise, he has clashed with protectors of the light, Keyblade wielders like yourselves. And mark my words, he will trouble us yet again. We must be ready. Which is why you, Sora and Riku, are to be tested for the mark of a true Keyblade Master. No doubt you fancy yourselves masters already, but it takes years of training. Only a true master can teach you the proper way. Both of you are self-taught Keyblade wielders, an impressive feat. However, the time has come for you to let go of preconceived notions, forget what you know about the Keyblade, and begin your training again with a clean slate.
Huh? But that's a formality, right? I already proved myself. Me and the King and Riku, we can take on anything. Right, Riku?
I don't know. I think that in my heart, darkness still has a hold. Walking that path changed me. I'm not sure if I'm ready to wield a Keyblade. Maybe I do need to be tested.
Riku. Then count me in. Put me through the test. Just watch. Me and Riku will pass with flying colors.
Very well then. Sora and Riku, let your examination begin.
Yeah, let the examination begin. Let's go into this fantasy world where we fight a phantom Ursula who doesn't actually belong there, but feels like she kind of does, like she might have world hopped, even though that's not at all what happened, and that she's not falling for the tricks of us not knowing what the heck is going on. Yeah, you're not supposed to know what the heck is going on yet, but long story short, the Mark of Mastery exam, according to Yin Sid, is not swatting out a bunch of orbs of light created by Master Ericus. Oh, no. We talking boss battles and multiple world stuff and things. Imagine the entire Birth by Sleep game had it not been completely interrupted by Xehanort. That is Yin Sid's expectations for your Mark of Mastery exam. The whole game. And only when he's watching. Welcome to Dream Drop Distance. And we get a lot of reports and glossaries that we're not even going to look at. And right away, we're thrown into another mechanic. So first they throw us to a boss battle, and now we're going straight into dive mode. So this is a minigame, and in this minigame, you're just supposed to take down enemies and collect prizes and try to finish everything as fast as possible. So your objective is to pass through the goal ring that lights up once you've met certain goals, and that's going to vary from dive to dive. Sometimes you might do like another kind of mini boss. Sometimes you might just have to defeat a certain number of enemies. Sometimes you might just need to collect a certain number of prizes, so on and so forth. This is something I definitely should have had open, but there's actually a small little guide. Like right now, you gotta rack up 600 points, which should be very easy. You don't actually have to touch them all, you just gotta come within a good proximity of them. And then from there, what I'm gonna be doing a lot is this diving strike. I'm just gonna be spamming X as much as I possibly can, except for right there, that was a mistake. But yeah, if you see a target lock on, if it's red, that means you're still too far away, but you will lock onto it. If it's gold, then you're good. It's gonna go just like how you saw I just did. Now, I don't know why I attacked at a wall, but oh my god, I am sucking right. Oh my god, I'm sucking right now. Alright, back up to this point, I decided just to not show you guys the whole thing all over again. But, yeah, this is basically every single dive mode. I'm gonna be spamming X, and I'm gonna just have to get good if I start failing. Because you have a time limit and a certain amount of prizes that you gotta get in order to get a silver diver. I'm upset with myself. That's gonna be an A the next time I go through that. Riku and Sora both have to do this, and if you get every single A rank in every single dive, which is basically how you go into worlds, you're not doing gummy ships, you're doing this dive mode thing. Yeah, once you have all A's, you get a Keyblade. Well, not even arguably, it is the best Keyblade you can get during the main game. So, yeah, I'm gonna be redoing that.
Huh? This is Traverse Town. Hey, what's with my clothes? Must be more of Master Yen Sid's magic. What happened to Riku? Riku! Hello? Riku!
Shut it.
Huh?
Talk about noise.
Ah!
Sora, right?
Yeah, but, how do you know that?
Looks like you're not a player.
A player?
Come on, keep up. In the game. Players get marked with the time limit. And this game, I can't afford to lose. I need my game partner.
Okay. I don't know about any game, but can I help?
What? Time out. Do you trust every total stranger you meet? Look, sorry, you're no good. You're not a player. And my pack's with someone else.
Okay, so we can't be partners. Why don't I just help you out as your friend?
Now we're friends? It's not that easy.
Not saying it is, but you could make it easier.
Yeah, sounds great. Whatever.
Cool. Lead the way. Whoa.
And right away, just by watching somebody else do it, Sora has mastered flow motion. So yeah, we're not even separating this into another episode. We're just gonna get through all the tutorial stuff like all in one go. So flow motion is the big combat changer in this entire game. So the worlds in this game, honestly, they're huge. Even Traverse Town that we're in right now is 2 to 3 times bigger than it's ever been in Kingdom Hearts 1, Recoded, etc., etc. Yeah, everything looks the same. It looks like it was ripped right out of Kingdom Hearts 1, right? Including Geppetto's house? Yep, nah. It's gonna be expanded. And also, there are save points in different locations. This time it's not inside it said shop, it's right here out in the open. And I'm gonna go ahead and just use my first save point real quick. Alrighty, and I'm gonna cut those out as well. Well, maybe not anymore because I could just keep going up from the save file. For example, I started over from 99, I'm just gonna work my way up. So that's kind of something I like to do is I save on a new file every single time rather than just overwriting my old one. That could just be the Let's Player in me, but I don't know. I feel like I've kind of always done that. But anyway, moving on. And I'm going to be skipping all these direct tutorials. I'm more so just going to be straight up using them. So if you press circle and triangle at the same time, you can line up the target that you're using this reality shift on and let go. And that'll happen whenever there is like a purple ring going around whatever it is lighting up around you. So this can be used on enemies and it can be used literally on the enemies. Like the enemies will be the one that you're using the reality shift on.
Hey, I didn't catch your name.
Dream Eaters!
That's a weird name.
Not me, them.
Right, I knew that.
Don't let them surround us. Let's split up.
Got it.
Oh, it's Neku.
Huh?
Neku Sakuraba. You asked.
Neku Sakuraba. That's a mouthful.
No, it's really not.
Come on, Neku. Let's take him.
I mean, come on, Sora. It's only 4 syllables for his last name, but yeah, when I first played through Dream Drop Distance, I had no idea who Neku or any of these other guys were, not even the slightest clue. All I knew is that they were from some game called The World Ends With You. I had never heard of it up until that point. I never played it, and to this day, still have never played it. And then right when I'm like, you know what? It was re-released and remastered and all on the Switch. Why not get it? And then everyone's like, yeah, do it, please, let's play it too. And everyone's flipping out. Really excited that I was gonna finally give it a shot. I did not do it day one, but then as soon as the game came out, everyone was just like, yeah, don't play that version. Please get the DS version instead. So if I ever do play through the game, it's not going to be anytime soon, but yeah, it will be on the DS version because that's what everyone recommends, because for some reason the Switch one is messed up and I don't know why exactly. I'm just taking everyone's word for it.
These things with you, they're Dream Eaters too?
Yeah. If I'm gonna survive the game, I'm gonna need some extra help. Think you could control them?
Sure. I guess.
If we are ever to strike down Xehanort, we need the individuals King Mickey spoke of in his letter. We must lead them out of sorrow and slumber and back to our world. To do so, 7 sleeping keyholes must be found and unlocked, and a great power retrieved. As you know, every world is walled off from the next, preventing travel between them. In the past, you could bridge these gaps because the walls were broken, or because you could open special lanes with your keyblades. But your new goals, the sleeping keyholes, are harder to reach. You'll recall in your first journey that you brought many worlds back from the darkness, but some never returned completely. They still sleep, cut off from all outside channels. Not even the Heartless can enter. But these sleeping worlds are said to have their own manner of darkness. They are called Dream Eaters. And there are 2 kinds. Nightmares, which devour happy dreams. and benevolent spirits, which consume the nightmares. The Dream Eaters will guide you, just as the Heartless once guided you to the keyhole you seek at the heart of each world.
And as we go through the entire game, we're going to get a glossary or just reports. They're basically just reports where you can go in the menu, read up everything that's ever happened, and it even gets to the point where we're going to get a brief synopsis, and by synopsis, I mean anywhere from 6 to 12 paragraphs of information summarizing every Kingdom Hearts game so far, and you need to know all this for Kingdom Hearts 3. So, yeah, I'm not going to be reading them all out here for you guys, but who knows, maybe if there's time before the game comes out, I'll do the story so far video, so to speak. But anyway, moving on. And we'll also get these recipes throughout the game. This is by no means required. It's just a way of saying, oh, I can use those recipes to get this spirit, and then you can go off and try to collect more of those exact ingredients or materials to get that spirit. So what we just saw in that cutscene with Yin Sid, that was a Meow Wow. And that's what we're going to be working on making now. So we can create a spear from scratch, or we can go and look at all the materials that we have. But unfortunately, it's not even gonna let us. We have to do this one. But oh, it won't even let me back out. But anyway, on that other screen, hypothetically, you could just select one of those materials and then scroll through all the other materials and see what can you possibly make out of what you have. So, from the get-go, you can offer more of each material to either level up or rank up your spirit. The higher the rank, the better stuff that you can possibly get from leveling them up, and basically they're how you get commands. Which, you know what, screw it, I'll just throw a potion on here to give it an extra boost of HP as well. And let's make it. Alrighty. And now we get to give the spirit a nickname. So let's see if I can find a name that I didn't use right away. All right, we got one from United Gamer 88 over on Twitter. We're gonna name the Meow Wow La Purr for the dog cat dog thing. Seriously, would you assume that this was supposed to be a dog or a cat? It's kind of meant to be both. So, yeah, we're gonna skip through all the bonding with your spirits stuff. So, basically... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Alright, so I do have to hold X down. Okay. I just kind of forgot the control for this. But we're gonna keep doing this because it's telling us to. Normally, I wouldn't be doing all this petting. I would more so be worried about actually playing with toys. Now, what this does, you see I just got LP plus 3, and that's like the third time it happened. LP stands for link points, and once you get those link points, you can go to the ability links, and of course the game's just gonna tell me as I go. So you get to unlock spaces to earn new deck commands and abilities for Sora and Riku. So here's the good thing. No matter what you do, you can use both of these spirits across both Sora and Riku. All their link points stack, and everything you unlock will be able to be used by both Sora and Riku unless it's an exclusive move or ability, and it will tell you whether or not it is before you even unlock it, I believe. Well, maybe when you unlock it. Definitely when you're gonna go equip it. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just unlock the first one. And now that we've unlocked that, I really wish, oh, don't even force me to take a picture. Good, it's not. Anyway, we're gonna go back to, yeah, I'm gonna ignore the mementos thing. That is for rewatching cutscenes that have already happened, or maybe even watching the secret ending. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, cough, cough. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to spirits and go to the ability links once again. So you can see my ability link points are only at 2 right now. But look at how much they expect of you to get all these different commands. So you're gonna want to either grind out with your I'm sorry, I almost called them unversed. Your Dream Eaters, or you'll get certain toys and stuff to level them up very quickly, very easily. And yeah, this one won't even unlock until we reach level 10. But once we get past level 10, we'll get the command for Cura, which is the upgraded form of Cure. We also get Leaf Bracer, which allows us to use Cure and not take any damage, not get hit. It basically makes us completely invincible while we're using Cure, which is a really good ability. One of my favorites in the entire game because I abuse the crap out of it. And then once we reach level 25, we can even unlock Curaga. Now, different spirits will unlock different things at different times, and you may not even need to go as far as 150. Sometimes you might even need to go to 300. Sometimes you only need to go to like 100. So every spirit will have its own ability tree, such as this, where you get different things just by leveling up. Ones that I'm personally going to be aiming for through this entire game, so you don't have to ask and you don't have to wonder why. Definitely this whole line right here, to get all the versions of Cure and have Leaf Bracer as well. I might not worry about Curaga for the sheer fact that my HP might not even be high enough to utilize Curaga. Cura might just do the job perfectly. Plus, it doesn't take as long to cool down as Curaga, so I might just settle for Cura the entire time. But I definitely want to go for any of the boosts. So defense boosts, magic boost, attack boost, any of those for sure. Anything that'll increase my stats. Attack haste, I'm looking for a magic haste if there's gonna be one. There we go, magic haste. So attack haste and magic haste work specifically for your command. So attack haste will make your attack commands recharge faster after you've used them. Magic haste, same for magic. And some of these abilities I don't remember off the very top of my head, but stuff like slow is a command that will literally slow down your enemies for a temporary amount of time. Doesn't really work on bosses. Spark is kind of like sliding dash with electric energy, I guess. I don't know how you want to word it, but that's the point of all that. And with Square, you go to these training toys. You'll be able to get these throughout the game at random, and if you don't use any of these by late game, oh my, the amount that you could spam on whatever spirits you have to just get the abilities you need at any specific time, it might be a good idea to just hold off on these, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and... Alright, so that's a forecast bonus. We're gonna ignore that right now, but these are all the spirits that I have right now, and I didn't want to go to create spirit. I actually want to just go to change party. So when you carry over spirits from another game for this new game plus kind of deal, every single spirit that you have will be obtained at the same rank that they were in that game or that file, but they will start over at level 1. So as you can see, this one's name is Welvin. I nicknamed it after somebody else in those comments like I mentioned earlier. Don't let the color fool you. These are the same spirit. This is the one you get at the very beginning of the game on the other, well, that I got on my other file, but I used some paintballs, basically, to change the color of it, just for some fun. Now, if you toggle between L2 and R2 and look at this is how you're able to tell which commands, spells, abilities, etc., you can get from that specific spirit. So, there's certain ones that I really want to use from the get-go, and before I even choose which ones I'm going to go for, this is just showing that I did go ahead and nickname all the spirits after some comment. If you see yours, go ahead and say, oh, I'm the such and such spirit. And then, because like I said, I'm sorry, I don't have the list directly in front of me. I went and pulled it up just to get a nickname, and then I closed it again because I'm recording. But anyway, yeah, one that I should use right from the get-go is Keith right here, because Dark Barrier is a really good blocking command for Riku, and look at all that, 3 magic hastes? Yes. And then Firaga Burst is basically like triple Firaga. Well, you saw Firaga Burst in Recoded, maybe, if you're watching the series in order the way I've done them. But anyway, you'll shoot 3 balls of Firaga. Deep Freeze will be 3 blasts of Blizzaga. And unfortunately, they don't have triple Plasma, which would be the Thunder version, but just know that that is also in the game, and it is very powerful. So I'm going to go ahead and throw Keith on here just to start leveling up really early. And let's see what else I kind of want to use. I think I'm going to go ahead and use Sprout, because we've got another Magic Haste, 2 Magic Boosts, in addition to the one from Keith that I think also has a Magic Boost on there. But more importantly, Balloonra. Not even arguably, it is the best spell in the entire game. Now, I will not go out of my way to keep flooding my entire deck with it, but you better believe I'm going to be using 1 or 2 of them, because it's just that good. And I don't want the game to be so boring by spamming Balloonra the entire game, because trust me, speed runs of this game are incredibly boring, because they just play on beginner mode, use these spirits that they grinded on another account, and then just spam Balloonra. They even joke about it themselves. It just sucks that it's that good of an ability, or a spell rather, that you might as well not even use anything else. It's that bad. But yeah, there's definitely a few here that I would like to use. Let's see, what else would I want to use soon-ish? Dave might be a good one. We've got, I don't know how to pronounce this exactly, Maru? Mayoru? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, I'm sorry. But I like having this one just to attack. Like, I find that this one is good to fight with, like, as an ally. Macaroni, yeah, if you want to use any kind of fire spells at all, this might be your guy. Sleep is very useful, but I'm not going to utilize it too much. Mercedes. Yeah, this is just a lot of boosting of different stats, but yeah, I've been on this for a little while, and rest in peace, Stan Lee, we miss you, buddy. And, yeah, like I said, I'll be alternating different spirits throughout the entire game, and I don't want to drag this out any longer, but just know that I will be making these episodes rather long in comparison to my previous LPs of the Kingdom Hearts games, because, like I said before, you'll be dropping between Sora and Riku, and we're going to play as him soon enough, so let's see, right now I got a Troubling Figment. That's another material for making more spirits. And something I need to show off real quick. The flow motion makes this game so much more bearable, because, like I said, these worlds are going to be huge. And even the worlds that we've already been to, you might be able to reach places you never really could before until way later in the game, just by bouncing off a wall, jumping, bouncing off the wall again. Like, literally, all I'm doing here, circle, square, circle, square. That's all I was doing that entire time. Very easy to use flow motion. And I know I did say I like to use combos, Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna go ahead and use a potion. I'm rarely gonna be using potions, but early game, I kind of have to because I don't even have access to cure. But one thing I want to show off with flow motion is this shock dive. So basically, when you jump off a wall, then jump, then attack, it will stun every basic enemy in the entire game. Yes, even the giant spirit, well, not spirits, they're nightmares, but the giant nightmares that we can encounter later on, all of them will be stunned by that move. So you will be watching me do this a lot just to find an opening or to say, hey, that already did half the damage, I'll just do it again and knock him out. So flow motion is one of the best ways to fight very early on. And look at that, freaking, shoot. Spirit's already using balloon. Which, balloon will just summon actual, like, explosive balloons all around. And whoever runs into it will take a good bit of damage, whereas Balloon Ra summons just as many balloons, but they're bigger, more powerful, and they hone in on targets. So you can kind of see why they'd be so powerful. Also, one last thing, as I'm going through the last bit of these spirits. Oh, and you see right there how I use shock dive. It actually stopped them dead in their tracks. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Shoot, I just forgot what I was gonna say, to be honest. That dude threw me off. Oh, yeah. I will be fighting all the enemies in each area as they appear, but I will not go out of my way to grind. That is for the sheer fact that later on in the game, if you are not a higher level and you're not more experienced, you might be running into problems because you can easily get one shot later on, maybe 2 or 3 shot at the most. And if you don't have the abilities like Second Chance and Once More, you better be perfect or abusing this system. AKA, if you don't have Balloon Ra, level up, fam.
I brought you Sora. We had a bargain.
What's the matter, Neku? Oh, no way!
Hey, that wasn't the deal. You said you wouldn't hurt him.
Don't, Neku! They're too dangerous! What? Why am I so sleepy?